All right, we're doing this. Where'd we start from? So we started in Goochland, Virginia, and we were in a pretty amazing dream type house. It was a rental.
And property.
This
house built in 1838, brick, like 3 stories, huge, but really well taken care of, which is hard to find with old houses. Yep. You know, wood floors throughout, original, and you know, 8 fireplaces, 1 in every room. It was pretty amazing. And we had a good situation. We weren't paying a lot for it each month even, and it was in our budget, which was amazing.
Probably 10, 15 acres of like yard to play in, 50 acres of hay fields, 400 acres of total like property that we could go explore and have fun time. It was amazing. And
Dana had a good job. We had our friends nearby.
Yeah. But and she took care of the lawn. I mean, come on.
Not me, but the landlord.
Took care of the lawn.
It was a sweet situation, but we have felt like we wanted to travel. Our whole marriage, we felt like at some point we would.
Yeah. Hannah, we've been watching the Tiny House TV show, and Hannah had the thought, Tiny House on Wheels, RV.
First,
before that.
No, first we had heard about some families that sailed full time, and I started thinking about it, and I brought that to Dana, that what if we lived on a sailboat? What if we could do that as a family? Our oldest, we didn't say, also our oldest is 14 now, so we knew that we would like to do this before the kids start leaving the house. So we have kind of this small window. If we want to travel, especially if we want to do a year or 2 or have a good chunk of time of traveling or more, we would need to really start thinking about it. So I thought about sailing. I brought that to Dana. I said, what if we lived aboard a sailboat? And that just boom, 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 boom. Because Dana loves the ocean.
Love the water, love the ocean.
I do too.
I've had a few great memories of sailing as a kid with my dad and some families that were in our church and stuff like that. And it was just,
He's never really explored the idea of living a full time aboard, but I brought that to him. And the powerful thing about that is I actually get motion sickness, so we don't actually know how that will go.
It'll be a hurdle we'll deal with.
But I think that's one reason maybe it would never enter your mind to think about that option. Is for him it would be great, but he'd be worried about me. So I felt kind of excited and definitely inspired by it. So I brought it to him. We talked to the kids. Everybody was just infused with this.
So excited.
Excited. Like more than we've ever seen us come together on a subject.
First family goal that we were all genuinely all excited about.
Especially to that degree. I mean, we're pretty excitable, passionate people, but there was really a synergy there that we have not seen before. So we prayed about it. We felt like this is the goal. We got to live aboard a sailboat. So we went to the Annapolis sailboat show. We looked at a bunch of sailboats. We went
sailing on our anniversary, and with all that, the biggest question was, like everybody questions, how do you pay for it? how do you pay for the boat, and how do you pay for living on it long term? So some of our thoughts went to more like how do we increase our income so we can increase our savings, and so that brought us to where I would do my type of job but consultant, which typically means you have to travel full time. My wife was like, nope, let's us go with you and start our journey now. So that's where the RV came in play. It would have been a nightmare to try to rent month to month if we moved around every 6 months or so. Not to mention, we just loved the idea of a tiny house on wheels. And so that launched us into another whole round of really passionate research about RVs and that sort of thing.
Yeah, well, we had been looking into minimalism. I've been thinking about kind of closet minimalism, I call it, because I'm so not a minimalist. I don't think we are real naturally. We love garage sales, we love thrifty, we love, hand-me-downs, but we've been looking into minimalism. Mosquito. For a while, and I've been, more and more feeling like I want that. I want the freedom of not taking care of our stuff all the time. And Dana and I are really about people and relationships, and we want experiences and moments, and we want to kind of collect those things together and really work on relationship. All those kind of things are so much more important to us than things. But I was spending a lot of time, and Dana too, just keeping up with our things and cleaning and managing things. And so more and more we've been really intrigued by minimalism, and so this works perfectly because we want to travel, we want to get more simple with our focus on what we really love and not spend time on things we don't. So we decided to do the tiny house but on land before sea, because that came together first. So we were able to move towards our dream of a sailboat, but so we got rid of 90% of what we owned, which we'll have to do for the sailboat. Live in a small space, learn to practice all the things we have to practice in a small space, like patience and getting along with each other and sharing space, but just on land first.
Great. Hannah says this is a waste of 2 seconds. Pause. 1 second.
There's a mosquito. Okay.
Pause.
Hi friends, please, we're new to this and need encouragement to keep going. Like our video, subscribe to our channel, and comments and questions below, please!